The story starts from my life journey as I was spending years uh, confined to my home due to my disability. I know how it feels to be excluded from the outside world. Living all the time within the wall, it's very tough to express those situations. But I took it as an opportunity to create something from the waste. I invested my mind in making creative products, and it's because my passion. I always made need based products from waste. Usually I don't want to buy anything from the markets. From my interest to doing my winter field project on this, it was a great opportunity and learning experience. When I first introduced abstract art painting to the student with developmental disability at Vidya Sagar organization, I could see the happiness of the student while moving a glass marble across the paper to make a zigzag line. His eyes lit up seeing the colors alive. That moment, reminded me that craft isn't just an activity, it is expression, healing, and hope. I can say that people are don't thinking about this. They have a stigma that people with disability can't do anything, but this is not reality. They can do anything with right support. This is why doing this inclusive craft training become more than just a project for me. It's become a way to show that policy must turn into practice, that with the right tools, accessible environments, and belief in their ability, person with disability can also lead a life of dignity, expression, and economic independence. My project was about developing a learning module and training intervention for adolescents with development disability. I was focusing on inclusive and accessible crafts. It includes training, sessions, creation of adaptive tools, and tutorial video, all aimed to enhance the creative skills and confidence of the student with developmental disability. I spent 2 months in the field, conducted 18 sessions, and designed six different crafts like leaf painting, squeeze painting, clay keychains, and coconut shells craft. I selected participants through observation and trainers' input who are already working with the students closely. I use adaptive tools and modified methods based on feedback. I also created a module and a step by step tutorial video with subtitles and photos description to ensure accessibility for all. There were many challenges. A student had short attention span, hand-eye coordination issues, and a strength limitation in holding tools. I also struggled to find affordable materials. Language barriers made communication hard. Some students couldn't attend regularly due to academic schedules. To address the, I use adaptive tools like strap-ons, brushes, and broke tasks into a smaller step, maintain focus and independence.